Hello everyone, welcome to Amateur Hour Gaming. Today we are going to be taking a look at Into the Breach. It is a game from what is it? Subset Games is the developer, which is two guys who made this. It came out in 2018. It's available for Windows, like PC, because it's on Mac and Linux, whatever, and Switch. Nintendo Switch is the other system it's on, which it would be perfect for. I would love to get, but I've already got it on PC. Came out in 2018, and did it come out in 2018? And Switch in 2018? That doesn't sound right, but I don't know. That's what Wikipedia is telling me right now. It is the second game from these developers. Their first was FTL Faster Than Light, which is, I consider it a very popular game. I've tried it a few times, and I just don't like it. It's not for me. I don't have fun with it. It's too stressful and it's too complex, I guess, for me to put my time into. But Into the Breach is one of my favorite games. If you don't know, it's a turn-based strategy game where you have 3 mechs and there are a bunch of aliens, and you have to take turns. You have to defend cities and complete other objectives. But I consider myself a fan of turn-based strategy games. I guess my first one was XCOM Enemy Unknown back in 2012. That was like my introduction to the genre, and I was like, this is awesome. I love everything about this. I tried the second XCOM and didn't like it as much because of the turn timer. Really took the fun out of things for me. And then I kind of fell away from it until Into the Breach came out. And I consider Into the Breach kind of the high point for the turn-based strategy games for a lot of reasons. What they do is makes everything so much better than what games have done in the past. The main thing with Into the Breach does that other games don't is it gives you all information. There are very, very, very few unknowns. Like with XCOM, when you fire at an enemy, depending on how far away you are, how much cover, there's all this math that goes into it that determines your odds of actually hitting the enemy. So there's like a 50% chance of hitting the enemy. The amount of information given to you in Into the Breach, you can actually see where the enemies are going to move and what they're going to do before they do it. Which sounds like cheating, but it actually turns the game into more of a puzzle game than anything, which is super fun. We're going to do a new game. There are a bunch of squads. As you can see, I haven't unlocked them all because I don't know, I fell off, went into other games. Each of these things has different abilities. We're going to... There's the secret squad, which I apparently can't afford. We're just going to pick the most basic one, and then we'll come back so that you can see the other ones. The Rift Walkers are the most basic class that teaches you how to do things. There's the Combat Mech, which punches things and pushes them. The Cannon Mech, which shoot things and pushes them. And the Artillery Mech, which is an artillery that moves them. That's pretty much it. You can start off with a main character. I wish I could start without one. We're probably just going to pick this one because it's the most basic. There's lots of different pilots. There's a couple I haven't unlocked. Interesting. So we'll start with Ralph Carlson. Each mech has a pilot, which gives it different perks. Like Ralph gives +2 bonus XP per kill. There's some really crazy ones, like this dude here, +3 health, and he's immune to fire. +3 health is a lot. Starts every mission with a shield, gain 1 extra reset, push adjacent tiles when repairing. Some of them are very scenario specific, but can be game changers. I will admit, one thing a lot of people liked about FTL was its very hard difficulty. This game is much easier in comparison. I know there are some people that never beat FTL but love it. This game's easier. We're gonna play on normal, which I've honestly never done. Like my initial goal when I got the game was like, I'm gonna do so there are 4 islands and then the final boss. You can only get to the final boss after defeating 2 islands, but you can go up to 4. So I was like, I'm gonna beat easy with all 3 number of islands. And then on each class, and then I'm going to switch it up to normal and do it all, and I just burned myself out. So this is my first time playing on normal. We'll see how this goes. I think we are good to go. I love the art style, the pixelated stuff. So here is our starting thing. Like I said, you have to clear at least two islands, but you can do up to 4. I consider this the most basic environment. You can see what kind of creatures you'll have to fight there down at the threat scanner, so you can kind of plan out if you want to. You can see the leader, and like I hate that exploding one, so I'm probably just going to avoid this island altogether. We'll try and do a complete run on this one. I'm not sure if we'll be able to. I think this one's probably the easiest, so we're going to start out here. There's stories, but he says the same thing every time, which kind of gets old. On the top here, we've got corporate reputation. You can use this to purchase new weapons and stuff after you clear an island. No. Yeah. There's reactor cores, which upgrade your mechs, which I'll show you later. The power grid. If this goes to 0, you lose the game, but it can go up to 6. Grid defense. This is an interesting one. So there are buildings out in the places. If an alien attacks a building, right now there's a 15% chance the building will not take damage. And you can boost that up. When you power the grid more than full, then it boosts it up to increase the chances. And then here's save people. This is basically your score. That's what your score is at the end. Here's the island. You can see beforehand what you'll be dealing with. Like this one, you have a bonus objective of defending a train, which is a pain in the butt. This one, there are tidal waves, which actually I think makes it easier. And then you got bonus objectives, which give you perks. If we look at each mech, you got your pilot and his little perk. He'll unlock perks as he levels up, and you can install reactor cores when you get them. Right now, the Titan Fist just does this. You can upgrade it to do a dash, so you can charge any distance before punching, so you can punch them from anywhere. And then this to make it do 4 damage, which is very powerful. You can upgrade health and moving as well. Here's this one. As you can see, she doesn't have any perks right now, but she unlocks them as she levels up. The only thing you can upgrade with this is more damage. And then there is the artillery mech, which you can make buildings immune, so you can shoot buildings. That's something we're probably going to try and get right away. And then plus 2 damage. If your people can die in battle, but the mechs remain, they just will have an AI pilot, which doesn't gain experience and doesn't get perks. So that's not what you want to do. You will do these until there are 2 islands or 2 sections left, and then you'll do a final battle. So you want to plan out beforehand which island do you want to go to. Like right now my power grid isn't full, so I'm probably gonna go here, 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 here. So let's start this one and actually get into the game, and I can show you it's so great. There is a lot of information already. Every map is an 8x8 grid. And there are so many cause and effects that go into this. Like in water, water kills the bugs. So if you knock it into the water, it dies instantly. Trees, if you fire a shot that goes on an enemy there, the trees start on fire. And if a bug or your mech is on fire, it takes 1 damage at the end of the turn. Here over on the side, we got tides. At the end of each player turn, this will turn into water. So if you knock an enemy onto there, they will die. You can see this attack order here, which shows what order enemies will attack. So the first thing that happens is this guy will regenerate its health, which you didn't know before then. Then the waves go. Fire goes first, and then enemy number 3 will do his thing, enemy number 4 will do his thing, and then enemy number 5 will do his thing. And then enemies emerge. Why that's important is if, for example, you've got bug number 5 attacking this building, and bug number 3 is for some reason over here, you can push, and he's going to attack here. You can, I'll show you. I'm sure we'll come up onto that situation. Let's just play. So the first thing you want to do is place your units. We're going to put the artillery guy back here. You can only place it on these yellow squares. And then we confirm they drop out of the sky. You see the people happy that I'm here. And now we get to see what the enemy is going to do. So this enemy is going to attack this. He's just going to sit there, and this enemy is going to attack that. Now it's my turn to move technically before they do. This is going to be an easy kill, because all I need to do is do this, and it's going to kill him. So we just select our attack, push him into the water. He's dead. there are so many things to take account of that you won't realize, like you discover by accident kind of, but it's still fun. Like this guy here, you know how I said water kills the bugs? This thing floats. As you can see, it's floating. If I punch him over here, he'll be just fine. Actually, I think I can. Let's do this first. I'll move this over here and push him that way. It's not going to do any damage, but it'll save the building. So as you can see right now, this guy is going to attack this building. So what I'm going to do is do this, push him over here. He still attacks forward. All I did was deflect him. And we're going to go over here and kill this guy. It did fall in the water, didn't it? I think that was just its corpse, because that thing definitely floats. Unless I've been wrong for all the time I played this. As you can see, this is where new bugs are going to pop up. You can block that with your own units or with enemy units, and then they take damage. So there's lots of different stuff to strategize here. Also, we're not going to have a lot of space, which is going to be tough because they can block units from moving. 3 of the same ones. Interesting. So I want to see which ones I can knock into water. So here's my issue here. I've got 4 bugs, but only 3 attacks. I'm fortunate here that this bug is going to die before we do anything. If we look at the attack order, the environment happens before anything else. So I don't have to worry about him. He's going to die. It wasn't very smart of him to go there. Oh gosh, he can't move far enough. I was going to say we can punch this one, but we actually can't. Ooh, this is a dilemma. Here's where I talk to myself a lot and probably don't say anything of value. I cannot... One of my buildings is going to have to take a hit. That's the only thing I can see with this. I don't see any way around it. So what we're going to do... Dang. Yeah, this building's... I don't see any way around it because this guy can't touch them. This guy can't touch them. Only this one can. So let's just do it. We're gonna shoot this up here to damage that one and push this one so that I can at least shoot him with that. And then we're going to... He's at 2 health, huh? How much damage does he do? 1 damage, okay. We're gonna have to do a... on each little map, you can reset a turn, but you can only do it once per battle. So if you've done something that's a horrible mistake, you can reset it once. And you can move people and then undo those moves, but once they've fired their shot, you can't undo that. Someone's gonna get hurt. Who's it gonna be? I think we'll have to have it. So we're gonna do this, push him there to save that building, and then we're gonna just punch him. He's gonna take 2 damage, but we're also gonna block this one from coming up, which is gonna help us in future turns. That one dies. As you can see, they get XP for killing things. Dang it. I'm gonna block that one from coming up. So I gotta be careful because he's almost dead. Wonderful. Excellent. So we've got those 2 are gonna die right away. So this should honestly be almost no problem at all. Now, how do I maximize efficiency? Because he can do 2 damage and he can do 2 damage, but he has to hit 1. No, I can't. Let's see. If I do this, that'll only do 1 damage. Let's hope it'll do 2. If I do that there, that would do 1 and... Oh no, that won't do any. Undo movement. So let's just play it safe and... Oh, I can't get to that! Oh. I mean, I could stand... No, because then he's gonna die. This guy can't do anything. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna have to... How much can he move? 1, 2, 3. So if I push him there... 1, 2... Normal's already pretty difficult. Let's see. How can I do this? I don't want to put him in the fire because he's gonna die. I could. No, I can't do that either. This is a dilemma. This is a real problem. This is a really real problem. So I can't do anything with him. So what can I do with this one? The attack bar. That one goes first. Dang it. Dang it. I can't shoot the building because that'll damage it, right? You know, if I shoot him, will it damage it? It will. But that's not gonna help me any. I'm doing a lot of talking to myself, and that's what this game is. We have to do this first, though, because he can only move to the fire. If I shoot here, he'll die, so we don't want to do that. If I shoot here, that'll push them into the building. If I shoot here, that just damages it. If I shoot here, that'll push that one out of the way, but I don't think I can move enough. Because he can only move 3 spaces, so that's going to push him over here. And I'll only be able to move 1, 2, 3. So that's not going to help either. I mean, I could push him into the fire and just say F it. Dang, this is real crappy. I guess I'm just gonna have to take another hit. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. I could shoot that one. And then he can move up there and punch that one, but he can't get through. He only moves 3 as well. I don't think he can go through that bug, though, is the thing. We're gonna try it. That's the only shot I've got, really. If it doesn't work, I can undo the turn. So we're gonna go here, punch this one, and can he go through there? He cannot. So I think we're just gonna take this hit. We're gonna take another hit. Ah, crap. And when my mech falls into water, they don't take damage, they just can't attack. And we win! We win the game. Kill at least 7 enemies. Was there even 7? Man, normal difficulty is rough. So we got one of our power grids back. We're gonna go and do this one. So on this one I've got an artillery with me. I don't know if he can work right away. But punchy guy go here. This is cannon, so I'll go here. We'll have artillery here where you can move back and forth. Alright, let's do this, team. Can they even attack a building? Stay by the water. Thank you. Oh, I am scared of you. Wow, this can only move 1 spot at a time. Wild. So this is going to be a pretty easy turn. We're going to boop him into the water. We're going to punch him so he dies. And then we're going to shoot him away from me. Look at that. Easy turn 1. Oh, and let's just move you, I guess. Oh, wow, that does 2 damage on 2 tiles? Let's do it. Boom. That didn't do anything, that was just for fun. I'm glad that I got my punchy boy up here where these guys are. That was a mistake. Let's double check everything before. do that. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do it, and I'm not gonna think about it too much because I spent too much time. Aha! So normally my punch does 2 damage, but since I'm punching it and it moves it, he's gonna knock into this mountain and take another extra damage. But no matter what I do here, a building is gonna take damage, unfortunately. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it hit this. No. No! We're gonna take one for the team. This is gonna do 2 damage because it's gonna start on fire. But that's okay. I'll move you over here, I guess. Unless it pushes him, which it did not do. So he's gonna take 2 damage, unfortunately. Oh no! Oh, actually, this is just fine. Punch this one. Level up. We're gonna boot that one. Oh, he's on fire. And then we're gonna push this one this way. Oh, okay, we're just gonna kill it. And then you will just move back here, I guess. That was a good turn. Now he's gonna take a damage, so I gotta be careful. He's probably gonna have to repair at the end of this next turn. Oh good, there's only 2 anyways. We're done for. Ooh, he's in a... Okay, I can just punch him. And then the artillery can kill him. Wonderful. He's dead. A little artillery back. And then we're going to repair you so that you do not die. And let's... Yeah, we're just gonna have to call it good. There we go! That was a good round. I can't believe I was like, maybe I'll do a run in an hour. I've only done 2 sections in 20 minutes. If you do a perfect run where you don't lose any civilians, you get some extra stuff at the end. Oh, look at that. Promoted so he gets 2 hit points. That's wonderful. So now he's at 5 health, which is ginormous. Oh, another thing I like, speaking of simplified, like I mentioned 15 minutes ago. If you haven't noticed, the health and damage is minimized. Like it's all in the single digits. 5 health, 3 move, 2 damage. Sorry, the pauses are because I'm sneezing and I mute my microphone. The numbers are simplified. There's no percentages, there's no decimals. It's all straight single numbers. Take less than 3, grid damage, protect the old earth bar. Gotta protect the bar. Oh, okay, this is a... These are mines. These are land mines. Let's put you over here, and then we'll have you in the back. The enemies land on those mines a lot, and it's very helpful. Let's see how many do it. Well, that's on easy. Okay, there's 1. That was just not gonna move. Okay. So, here we're gonna do some special moves. Well, it's not really that special. We're just gonna punch this guy so he's dead. And then we're going to push this guy, so that not only will he stop this one from coming up, he's also going to take 1 damage. And then I'm going to go stand on this one as well to block it from coming out. I will take 1 damage, but I'd rather take 1 damage than have an extra thing to... You know what? Let's just kill him! There we go! Granted, I'll only have... Well, I would have had 1 to deal with anyways. Maybe that wasn't the right thing to do. This... Oh gosh, these guys are making it easy for me. This bug will continuously try and come up though, so it's not just like a one and done thing. We're gonna punch this one into the mine, and we're gonna boop this one into the mine, and then we're just gonna repair on here, so that he doesn't take any damage. And then there's still 2 more turns after this. We're doing good so far, though. This is a great start. Look, he starts on fire. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? Well, obviously I'm gonna go punch that one. And I'm probably gonna shoot that one because it'll die. Artillery that one. Yep. Punch this one. Artillery this one. And then we're gonna shoot this one. This is going well. We got 1 more turn. Only gonna be 3 enemies and 1's gonna be on fire. Ah! It's just a healer too. Oh, yep, see, he does float. I knew I was correct. Oh, he's blocking it so that I can't knock him in the water. Clever girl. Too bad I can do this. Now he's gonna die from fire, and we're just gonna leave that one alone. Yay! Just flies away. Another good section. Well done, me. Alright, we got 2 more. I'm gonna do this one because I want to get more power grid. A punchy boy here. That boy there, and then we're gonna put this guy to the back so that I can get him back here to move back and forth. I think the artillery is the best unit among the basic class. This one's the most powerful, obviously, but he can basically fire at any point. Oh, okay, here's our first random event. This thing is a time pod that has bonus stuff in it. You can get it by either standing on it and then you pick it up, or you can just not let it die throughout the thing. Okay, so we've got some stuff going on here. Boy, do we ever. So, I mean, obviously the best choice is to punch him. Actually, this is... We punch him. We shoot this one. And then we artillery... No. Back row. And I artillery this one. And then I pick that up, too! Look at that! Oh, what a smooth move. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill this one because he regenerates at the beginning. Oh, I'm just gonna... Alright! Wow, that first section was rough, but since then it's been like... super easy. And then you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna boop this one onto there so that he takes damage from that one. It blocks it from coming up. Oh, are you kidding? Okay. So this is gonna be a fun one. Well, not... Wow, this is gonna be really cool, actually. Okay, it just does damage, it doesn't push. So right now, this bug is aiming at me. What I'm gonna do is simply move out of the way. And even... Oh, dang, I was so close to doing something super cool. So he's gonna shoot and kill this one now, which is super nice of him. We're gonna just do damage to it though. I was hoping I could move over 1 more and then I would have been able to push him onto there, but alas, can't quite do that. Oh, he's just gonna heal me. That's okay. So I hope I'm showing why this game is so great. There's never any unknowns. Like with XCOM, it's, you take a shot and you're like, boy, I sure hope this hits him. And you never actually know if it's... There's always that chance that it won't. Okay. So the first move is obviously going to be this. Now I've got no one that's going to be hit. I can just go for kill shots now. Which this is the only one that's going to have a kill shot. And you... 37 of 50. You only have 1 of 50? Did you just level up? Is that what that... This has to be right. Why can't I stand there? Oh, because I don't have enough moves. So let's just kill this one, I guess. Oh dang, if I could have punched this one into the fire, that would have been a little bonus. So we're just gonna end it there. Those two will get away, but we did our goals. Hooray! Two promotions. And a time pod. So let's open this time pod, see what we got. It's... ooh, repair drop. And a reactor core. So let's... +1 mech move, that's great. +1 mech reactor. Oh, okay, it's when there's 3 left. So we got the boss coming up, but we got some things to discuss first. So I think I'm gonna... You can move the pilots around. Like, this has 1 mech movement, which I think would work better in our artillery thing. So we're going to move her into the artillery mech. Oop. And him into this. He also has a reactor, which was his perk, so we can give him a little extra health or a little extra moving. Let's give him health. And once you apply these, you can mix and match. You can take... I could turn this off if I wanted to. So as you can see, it says any class weapons. These each have a different class. This punchy thing is a prime, this one is a brute, and this one is a ranged. There's also a science class. This ability can go to any mech. We're just going to put it here because I feel like I use these two's attacks most. And if I were to have like a science class thing, I could put it on here. It would take 2 reactors to be able to even use it. Now you got 1 more reactor core, and I'm gonna put it on here to make the buildings immune. We almost want to. We're gonna switch it back. We're gonna switch back. So we're going to use this extra one to give you the extra movement, and then we're going to install this one to make the buildings immune, so that now I can shoot buildings and just push them away. And then with you, now you've got that +1 movement. Okay, now we are ready to take on the boss. Oh, it's the goo boss. I hate the goo boss. You just see him here, he's this big guy. He moves very slowly, but he does a lot of power. When you get his health down, he splits into 2 smaller goos, and then when you destroy those, it splits into smaller goos again. It's a real pain in the butt, I tell you what. Let's just go there. Okay. I got a bad feeling about this. I got a real bad feeling. DC's fine. See, he just crushes it, does 4 damage. Okay, so I think my move... if I do the artillery here, that'll save us from that thing. And then I can punch this one. And... this guy can still only move 3, right? That's poopy. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I artillery him up, he's gonna be in the way. I feel like I'm not prepared for this fight at all. I really don't. I could just shoot him, and that would take care of that, but he can only move 3. So I could go and punch this one. And then I could artillery onto it and push that one. Haha! Yes! Yes! That's when this game is great. That is, if I could just sum up why this game is great, it is that turn right there. It's looking at the screen, plotting everything out, and figuring out the optimal move to take no damage and save everything. Gosh, he just destroys the mountain. It's such a good feeling. He's gonna try it again, huh? Okay, so we are going to, dang it. So when I could punch him into that. I can't reach there either. Shoot, skis. Okay. I've got it. We're gonna punch this guy. So he goes up to there. We're gonna take this one and artillery so that he won't do any damage. That one's dead. And we're gonna shoot this one into the water so it dies. I should have moved him further away, but it's okay. Man, imagine me the people in these buildings. 3 more turns. We've got a healer now. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, try and kill me. Oh, this is excellent. This is excellent. So first we're gonna shoot this one to kill it. And then we're gonna punch this one to kill it. And then we're gonna artillery this one into the fire. I'm not gonna get this goal. I'm just not. 2 more turns. Help us! Help! Okay, that's fine. And that's fine. So I've really only got 2 to take care of. I can just shoot this one with the artillery. Yeah. And then he'll die. I can just punch that one. Let's do it. Punch this one. And we're just gonna hit him with the artillery. So that he dies from fire. And then we're just gonna... Oh, that's what we'll do. We're gonna push this one over to there. So that now he's gonna get hit from that bug and die. Oh, this is the end anyways. Okay. So there we go. We killed that goo. At least once. And we did it! We didn't take any damage. We protected the corporate tower. Dang, if it wasn't for that first section, we would have had a perfect run. I don't know if you need to do all of the bonuses as well. So, after you finish an island, you can spend your reputation. We earned 5, so we can spend 5 stars on things. You get random weapons and some supplies. You can also sell things. If there's a thing that you don't use, or a pilot, you end up with extra pilots sometimes. So let's see what we got. Self-destruct, which that's like a extremely drastic thing. I've never used that one because I don't like killing my pilot. Pole tank. Deploy a pole tank and pole targets with a projectile. Oh, you can make it flying. Uses per battle. Targeted strike. Call an airstrike on a single tile. And you could go with boosters. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase this because it's nice as a last resort. You can also just buy extra grid power. And then we're going to buy this because I've been having issues with movement. And then we're going to buy 1 reactor. I think that'll be good. And then we can equip all of this stuff. So we're going to have you get the passive, and we're going to have... Yeah, we're going to have you take that, since he can already basically do that. And we're going to have you take the repair drop. And then as for the one reactor core, and then we're going to install it in here. Put it on there so that you can move it. If you want to, you can test the mech so that you can see what the different abilities do. That's super nice. And now we're going to leave the island. So, that was 1 island run. We've secured that one. Now we've got to pick our second one. And I think I'll do 1 just so you can see what the different environment looks like. We'll pick the ice one. It's got a different leader. Here's an island that we would want to get because it gives you a reactor core, but obviously it's going to be super difficult. End battles with less than 4 mech damage, protect the core. So here's the ice world. You see these little ice tiles? You can damage them and then eventually they will turn into water, which you can obviously use for your benefit. And these, I think those still start on fire. I don't, what's Ice Storm? It sounds like frozen at the start of the turn. Interesting. Ooh, look at this. We're getting our first boss one. Look at how much freaking health it has. It's 5 health. What am I supposed to do with that? So this one isn't an issue because he's not going to damage anything. This one is an issue, and this one is an issue. That's a big issue. So how do I deflect this? Wow, I love that move bonus. So that is what we're going to do. Okay, so that can move that one, that can move that one. Then what do I do about this guy? What's the attack order? He goes last. That's not good. I can't get around him. I could push him in the way of that one, and then push the other two. Okay, let's just try it. If it doesn't work, I can undo my turn. And I apologize. I'm going to be right back. All right, my apologies. It's very unprofessional for me to just leave a video in the middle like that. I'll be honest. I had a sudden urge to go to the bathroom and I couldn't stop it. But I'm back. Everything's looking good so far. Those islands are those buildings are frozen, which is actually great because those won't take damage now if anyone tries to attack it. Ah, we gotta kill that thing. That gives them an extra shield, I believe, so that where normally I would do 2 damage, now I'm only doing 1. And what's its health at? 2, okay. So this is the only one attack. He's gonna get frozen. Okay, this turn's gonna be just fine. Everything's gonna be just fine. Man, could I? It would be really helpful to... Yeah! We're gonna take this bug and push it somewhere else. Now this guy's gonna get frozen! Bye-bye! Wonderful. I can't kill them, but that's okay. Especially that big purple one. I'd rather him be dead. I will free you, brother! 3, huh? That's the obvious choice. Is to... Actually, let's do this so that he doesn't free. Oh, but that'll free that one. We don't want to do that. That's for dang sure. We don't want to do that. Will that free it? I actually don't know how this interaction is going to turn out. Because that's ice, so I'm surprised that pushes it. But yeah, it says it's going to. I'm assuming that this would break him open. Yeah. But at the same time, then he's going to shoot and kill it. Ah, yes, yes. Now he's going to kill his friend. Love it. Now we're going to go punch you into the fire. Watch this. Oh, that scared me for a second. I was like, did I get him out of there? Yeah. Ooh! Oh, okay. I thought he was going to try and freeze me. This is an interesting move, though, because I can't punch him from there. Just gonna shoot him from here, though. Is that the best move? Yeah, this is fun. Oh, I took some damage there, but it's okay. This one's gonna die. Perfect. Excellent. That ice storm was actually extremely helpful. Okay, so this guy I believe is at max level now, is he not? Yes, he is. So we're gonna use that mech. I kinda don't really... Shifty eyes. I guess we'll give it to health, and then as soon as I get another one, we're gonna take it out of there and put it into dash. So we'll do one more. Man. We're gonna do an easy one for the last one. Some buildings already start with shields. That's the easy. Is that a sparkly thing there? I'm curious. Because one of the characters that I unlocked, it was crazy. I damaged a mountain and then it was glowy inside, and so I damaged again, and then there was a person in there. So obviously we just want to punch and kill this guy. Let's push this guy. I think there's something in there. We're about to find out because he's going to attack it. Because this doesn't have... Ooh, are we finding a secret? Break it. Device of unknown origin detected beneath ice. I'm excited. What is this? They're fine. You got a bubble shield. Oh, what is it? What is it? Whatever it was, it's alive and ticking now, sending some kind of signal. What is this? I haven't seen a time pod like that before, even if it is a time pod. What is going on? Collect it. We've got it. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. I don't know what this is. I think I might have unlocked a new character. That's fine. That's less fine. That's not cool. This is easy enough to deal with. Okay. So let's... I guess we'll just go here and find it. Oh, I missed. He's gonna take 1 damage, but that's okay. It's the last turn. I just want to see what this is. Interesting. Very interesting. Hey, it's a new character! 2 damage melee attack replaces repair? Interesting. Look at that! And craft contains extraterrestrial oxygen on language. But he comes with 1 mech react. Oh, because he did too. Okay. So let me test him out, because I want to see... Weird. I want to use it. Weird. Okay. It's Kazakpleth. You can rename them if you want. So yeah, that's cool. So we're gonna go to the main menu. Oh shoot, I think I gotta. That's fine. So we're gonna take a look at the other mechs now. And he's here now, right? Yeah, look at that! I unlocked a new character. Another thing to note is at the end, when you actually finish the game, you can pick one of your 3 time travelers. The whole story is that these guys are going through timeline to timeline to destroy the Vec in every timeline to save as many worlds as they can. Once you save one, you pick one of your time travelers to go to a new timeline. And you can continue doing that forever. So if you've got one that's got like a ton of perks and stuff, you can carry him over into your next run to help you. So let's look at the other ones just so you can get a good idea of how crazy these different ones are. There's the Rusting Hulks, which I think were one of my favorites. The Jet Mech jumps over things and creates smoke on them, which cancels their attack and does 1 damage. There's the Rocket Mech, which does an artillery, which damages, pushes, and creates a cloud of smoke behind it. And then there's the Pulse Mech, which just pushes things. As you can see, they don't do too much damage. This one does 1 damage, this does 2 damage, this does no damage. But you can build them up. Like this one gets more range, more damage. This one just does straight up more damage. But this Pulse Mech, you can upgrade him so that when he pushes, he gives himself a shield, or when he pushes enemies, he gives them a shield too. That's pretty fun. That's not the one I was thinking of, was it? Maybe it was. The Zenith Guard, they were tough. There's a laser that does more damage the closer you are. There's the charge one, which charges and does damage to itself. And then there's the Defense Mech, which can pull a target 1 tile or give shields to things. You obviously want to team that up with the Charge Mech, so they can hurt things without damaging itself. We've got the Blitzkrieg, which is a fun one. There's the Electric Whip, which damages all allies that are touching. You can eventually upgrade it so that buildings also go into that. And then, so you can, there's the hook mech, which just pulls things. And then there's the boulder, which literally throws a giant rock, which destroys things. Or if it doesn't hit an enemy, it's just a boulder that's in the way. So you can throw it in the way of enemy fire if you can't get to it. You can use the hook mech to pull yourself or to pull enemies to make them in a string so that the lightning mech can do more damage to them. That's a fun one to do. The steel judoka. These guys I think were the toughest. I might have said that already. This one you grab and toss it behind you. This one is basically like the artillery mech from before, except it damages the ones around it instead of the ones it hits. There's the gravity mech, which has an artillery that pulls towards you, and enemies do extra damage against each other when you push them. So you want to, this is all about maneuvering them around the field to make them damage themselves, which is actually very, very hard to do. Flame behemoths. I think these guys, yeah, these guys were my favorite. They're immune to fire. This one does, sets things on fire, does 2 damage. That's very powerful. Here's an artillery that sets things on fire and pushes. And then this one swaps places with an enemy. I think this is the most useful one. Like, you could move him into some water and swap places with someone. Or you can move into an enemy fire and then swap places with an enemy. This thing is so versatile and is like a game changer. We got the Frozen Titans, which I actually liked a lot. This one hits things and then turns them around. This one shoots both directions. It's a double-sided cannon. And this one, it freezes enemies, but it also freezes itself. So what you want to do with that is you want to freeze an enemy and then use the mirror mech to shoot an enemy while also shooting this one to free itself. Then there's the hazardous mechs, which I have only, like, as you can see, I've never even finished a run with them. I just unlocked them. You can leap onto places and it damages itself and the others. This one does 2 damage and also itself, and then there's this one which fires acid, which makes the enemies take double damage. It also has a passive that whenever a mech deals a killing blow, it damages, or it heals itself. Because as you can see, this one, each of these moves damages itself. So they have to continuously kill things in order to get health back. I'm sure it's balanced fine, but just seeing that, I'm like, ooh, that sounds like a lot of balancing and not fun. There's also the secret squad, which I obviously haven't unlocked. You, as you do these, there are challenges which gives you coins, like killing an enemy 5 or more tiles away with a dash punch. I've never done that. That's how you unlock the squads, is by getting coins to unlock things. You can do a random squad, which purely random squad, no restrictions, class member, max balance roll. So you can just do random classes, which I think would be fun. Or you can pick a custom squad where you can pick whichever ones you want. Beat the game with 3 of the same mech, that would be fun. And then there's the secret squad, which I've never unlocked. There's achievements that also get you coins that you can do a lot of, finish the first 2 corporate islands in under 30 minutes. I thought I did that, but yeah, it took me like how long to do 1 island. Maybe I didn't do that. Challenge runs, lots of different things. But I will say, now that we're nearing the end, one negative I have is this game can get very repetitive. It's the same aliens every time. It's the same islands every time. The only thing that really switches it up is the upgrades that you get and the pilots that you get, which are heavily random. But you fight the same enemies, the same bosses on the same islands every time. And if you're not okay with that, then you're going to get bored of this game really quick. But I just love the strategy and love the feeling of being smart enough to figure things out and take something that looks hopeless and helpless and twisting it around and doing all these big brain moves that make me feel smart to beat the enemy. But that's basically the end of this video. I hope you liked Into the Breach. Check it out. It's well worth it. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, I gotta say it, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like it, drop me a dislike, comment what I can do better, what can I do to earn your subscription. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Goodbye.